Alright, welcome back to Rogue State. It has been another week since last video. The game has updated again. Not enough to give me any patch notes. It was a 4 megabyte download. I don't entirely know what transpired, but it happened. Right. I would like to have this video not have any video cutting at all. I think we're far enough in the game that I'm not going to spend much time considering my moves. So when last we left off, we were in a pretty strong position, although there is a looming financial crisis that is going to rock Basenji and deplete my resources considerably. Thankfully, I do make $63 million a turn. My exports are strong currently. The people love me, and I am collecting political support in the form of loyalty points, which I can use for a variety of things. My neighbors have no dislike towards me. I am in a strong position. I have a few drones for defense, and I'm going to continue to acquire drones as the turns pass. I'd actually wanted to get around to playing this earlier, but a tornado and some more flooding disrupted power. I didn't want to play this in offline mode whenever I got power back, but not the internet for a bit. But thankfully the internet then came back too. It's a lovely 4:55 in the morning. What a great time to play Rogue State. I'm a little on edge. My room smells like cigarette smoke right now due to visitors puffing in the garage beneath me, and it's rising into my domicile. And cigarette smoke triggers me. I'm gonna do a cursory check through just for myself, just to familiarize myself with the situation. I believe I did this at the end of last video. But this country most assuredly is strong, and my checking is likely for naught. My tax rate is very strong, a whopping 16%, and I plan on keeping it there because, quite frankly, I don't really see the point in lowering it. I mean, if you lower it so far, you can gain more things than just approval, but honestly, the people do like me anyway, and I can really spend that money better. I blackmailed the United States ambassador last video. That was quite a delight. Infrastructure-wise, my primary goal right now is to save money. We've got a counter-terrorism unit, we've got a presidential guard with drone warfare. I don't plan on going to war during this playthrough. And we have a number of buildings that increase my people's relations with me. Quite a treat that. No religious schools, no prestigious university. There's a train approaching. Well, what the hell, it's been a while since I've really allowed train to flourish in one of my videos that wasn't a live broadcast, so I'll keep them around too. I don't really feel like spending any of my time units, come to think of it. That's part of why I see the space program to be so damn useless in this game, other than stopping the Glendathu bug menace with a wonderful... It's the movie Armageddon with Bruce Willis and Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck and Steve Buscemi, where a bunch of ne'er-do-wells land on an asteroid, and, was it a comet? Hell, I don't remember. Point being, we're just going to go ahead and cycle on to the next turn now. Halfway through the game, foreign video game developers are seeking funds from your treasury to start work on a new game detailing the Great Revolution and your installation as glorious leader of the People's Republic. I've seen some decent luck with random events in this game. Well, I've seen it in all my playthroughs, because I haven't lost one. But most assuredly, despite my strategic knowledge, I could be crushed by random events. And if I ever do another playthrough of this game and record it, I think I'm going to try and provoke some bad things to happen by making poor choices. I don't know yet. We'll go ahead and see. Anyway, it's only $10 million. It'll upset the fundamentalist a bit. Would make the Patriots alright. Then again, can't say I really care. We just have them arrested. They are heretics, after all. The liberals don't really care one way or the other. However, Basenji citizens are increasingly identifying as liberals. No video game for Basenji. Citizens more open to liberal ideas and seeking reforms. Greater liberal... liberty and equality. However, liberals still only make up 17% of Basenji's workforce. Not a big deal either way. Again, I'm continuing to bankroll money so that when the financial crisis hits, I'll basically just be able to take care of everything. Because fuck it. A much-beloved striped hyena has been illegally killed by an overzealous American poacher who has since returned to the United States, where we have no extradition rights. The death of Xena the hyena has captured the attention of the world, and the people will be looking to see how the Sinji will respond. We can put out a bounty on the poacher's life. We can prohibit hunting of a Sinji while entering on a travel visa. We can give a eulogy for the hyena, or expand organized hunting programs for tourists. Well, I will prohibit hunting of a Sinji while entering on a travel visa. Really, I don't need liberal approval, and... fuck it. Fuck you, US. You imperialist dog. Here we go.
Excellency, do you have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
A number of major industries have experienced falling sales and are unable to compete with Asian manufacturing.
Let me guess. They are asking for government loans to avoid bankruptcy.
These industries are too big to fail. They are so interconnected to Bajinchi's economy that their bankruptcy would have dire implications. You must decide which sectors the government can afford to bail out.
What happens if we cannot afford to rescue these companies?
Well, in addition to frustrating our capitalists, you will plunge this country into a depression.
And that means our tax revenue will decline sharply.
It always comes down to money, doesn't it?
Sage wisdom. 73? Whew. You know, the comments of last video, someone had chattered about how they didn't like the finance minister because of an unreasonable request, and I said I pretty much had no problems with them. Because everything that I'd gotten, like from the exports and stuff, seemed pretty reasonable to me. 73 per turn, however, might be pushing it a bit. I have never gotten a request that damn high before. Also, we are currently now in a financial crisis. The GDP has tanked. Now, one of the hidden achievements of this game is to bail out all of the organizations. And in the two playthroughs where I've got the economic crisis, I've actually done just that. I, however, don't think I'll have enough money, or if I do, don't think I'll have enough care to do that this time. It costs about 700 million. You have the airlines. I can give you folks the opportunity to pause and read that for yourself. You have the automotive industry. You have the banks. You have the fisheries. You have pharmaceuticals, and you have telecommunication. Actually, I do think I have enough money. It's 160 million, 310 million, 370 million, 470 million. I'll be damned. Yeah, I've never not bailed out all these before, and I do have quite a bit of money bankrolled. Let's see here. Anyway, each of the industries has their own prospects, as well as their public opinion, influence, and their overall importance to Basenji. You can expect to get part of the money you put in back, but you will not get a full refund. I don't know whether it's randomly determined how much money you'll get back. Beats me. But I'll go ahead and, I suppose, bankrupt myself for the time being. I will go ahead and support all these. The airlines, automotive, the banks, fisheries, pharmaceutical, and telecommunication. You have a decision period in which you can decide whether you want to support these folks or not. So I had a few turns. I do think there is some danger in rolling into a turn without having spare capital. But it is a risk that I'm willing to take. As for me managing to get as much money as the game would like from me, I can do that in part by killing my disaster relief fund, because I do have 100 million banked up. And where else can I save money? I could do it in costs here. I could also do it in raising taxes if I want to be a jerk, which I might very well want to be. We'll go ahead and kill support. Yeah, just kill support. We can do that for a week. We'll kill support for a week. It might upset some folks. But if anything, we'll say something recession. And treasury growth rate to 73. I would have been overboard to 75, but... Are we in a depression? No. No, nothing depressing here. Nope. Nothing. The UN has passed a landmark agreement requiring all states to cap carbon emissions at present levels with exception to China, India, the United States, and Burkina Faso, presumably because somebody forgot to add into the list. While in balance, this agreement is anticipated to have a Right. Anyway, we can ratify this into law and upset the capitalists, or we can ignore the treaty. Considering how the capitalists are going to have some frowny faces at me anyway due to the recession, I'm going to ignore this treaty and upset the liberals. Then go fly kites. What up? Yeah, Basenji is in a recession. Who fucking knew, right? Anyway, now that we successfully completed that, we're going to go ahead and restore these values. Because they do matter to me. That way I can up liberal approval. Capitalist approval is going to slowly slip down as the GDP tries to fix itself effectively. I'll consume one of my time units, but, I mean, we've been giving these things to charity anyway, right? No worries there. I've got 100 million in the bank, and I'm not going to put any more in the disaster relief fund. We've got 100 million there. That will be sufficient enough. Unless something else happens. Looking strong, looking good. We've got plenty of support from the cabinet. I can get a 15 approval with fundamentalists. Should the need arise. Do I have any other cards with anyone else? The answer to that is no. 228 banked loyalty points. Very strong indeed. We've got our cool, awesome faction happenings there. Do I have a foreign minister? Yes, I do. Well, I've never done this before. I don't know if I need to click on both of them or just only have it clicked on one, but I'll try to broker a peace agreement. What the fuck, right? All of them like me. So, we'll just go ahead and give some calls here at the end. I've most assuredly forgotten what these folks like and what these folks don't like. So I'm not going to bother clicking on anything, but just call them, see what's up. Let them know that I haven't forgotten about them.
Thank you. Apology.
Goodbye.
A boat filled with refugees from Zarbal have requested political asylum in Basenji. These refugees represent an unpopular minority population that is opposed to the old ways and has attempted to overthrow their government with violence. If returned, they will likely be imprisoned or killed. Tajikistan has become more upset at me due to me favoring Zarbal, I think, in an earlier event. With that in mind, I might choose to grant them a political asylum, although that will upset my fundamentalists, if only because I think if I pick this option, that might upset Tajikistan further. Let's go ahead and grant them political asylum. My patriots are going to be a bit upset, and as it turns out, I did switch things in the way that I thought it would. Okay. Financial crisis, of course. Everything's still alright there. Daedalus. Stupid SimCity screenshot. Nations of the War. Zarbal's a little bit upset about that. They'll just have to get over it. Our exports making us a whopping $52 million per turn. We're getting $51 million from other. Tourism $7 million, which covers my interest repayment. So much for my capitalist playground happy fun time, right? $26 million a turn from taxes. The economy is still, of course, in recession. It is going to take a number of turns to fully recover. I imagine that would do better if I had other things that supported the GDP. but we'll just have to make do, right? Need to bankroll some money for random events. Of course, emergency... If I need, actually, like, cash for emergency situations, I'll just get tank brigades and then liquidate them. Not a big deal. Moving right along here. An American Predator drone has attacked a fundamentalist church in Zarbel. The drone does not appear to have ever passed over Basenji airspace. We received no warning of the attack and have no knowledge that their target had any strategic value. Now, we can give military aid to my neighbor because of the unemployed units. I know, however, that this will upset Tajikistan, or at least I assume so. I'm actually going to go ahead and utilize this option. Not bad. Just trying to keep my relations balanced between the two. The U.S. is a little upset by my decision to interfere in that, but they can go fly kites. Okay. Barely any capitalists in the nation, despite their great importance to the success of the nation. Mostly patriots and fundamentalists, with some liberals sprinkled in there for good measure. Again, I really don't see much of any point in doing anything. I can call the Rooster Man. What's up, Rooster Man? How's it going? How you doing? Come here often? Don't even care. Have fun. GLHF, lol. Maybe I can go ahead and start another secret project. I do have plenty of money bankrolled at this point. Do I really care about any of these things, though? No. There's only the space program. I'd have to get the other building. And I've kind of discussed my attitude towards these. Time machine? Yeah. Assassin brainwashing? I mean, it can come up for like an event or two. But I think I'll be okay with any event that it might come up for. Because I have a foreign minister. Nuclear weapons development? Unnecessary. I have strong relations with all my neighbors, and with the United States, and with the United Nations. I think I just saved the money. I'm in great condition here, folks. The air quality in Quayfall is so poor, our beloved city has been added to a WHO list of the smoggiest cities in the world. The root causes can be traced to a traffic density, 2 sugar processing plants, an oil refinery, and several manufacturing plants. This has upset the Patriots and has decreased my tourism revenue. So it's for a capitalist playground. My exports have ended, and as it turns out, Basenji's in a recession. How about that? I didn't know Basenji was in a recession. Thanks for reminding me, game. The fuck you want me to do about it? Yeah, I lost $1 million in revenue here. The value of goods here has gone down. At least of spices. Electronics, not so much. I was thinking about using the cartel, but spices is still okay, and electronics, I mean, it's not as strong as it used to be, but it's alright. I'll go ahead and make a deal with Roosterland Man. Yep, that's what we'll do.
Thank you.
What's up?
Are you...
Take my stuff. Give me money.
Are you?
Not gonna make as much money as what I was over the past year, but that's quite alright. I've got plenty of cash bankrolled. We're looking strong. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting money back in the Disaster Relief Fund because of how useful that can be. Never know when some nefarious events will crop up, yeah? Yeah, 14 loyalty points per turn. Absolutely gorgeous. Keep bankrolling those points, baby. Keep bankrolling. Got plenty of money to spare in case things happen. A respected professor is researching your role in the Basenji Revolution and has asked to interview you, Farouk, and some of your cabinet advisors. Well, I'm going to restrict his access to Farouk and any disloyal cabinet advisors. I've actually given him full access before, and he sass-mouthed me. And I am not okay with that. No sass-mouthing, Grimith. The financial crisis is still lingering. It's given you quite a bit of time to make your decisions on the various, things to try and resolve. Of course, I had plenty of cash. Not as much cash as I once was making, though, of course. I lost quite a bit due to spices lowering in value, but got quite a bit of money all the same. And that's what matters. Money. American drone appears to have crashed in your sovereign territory and has been recovered by your military. I could privately return the drone to the United States. I could condemn them for acts of espionage, or I could attempt to reverse engineer the technology, which has a chance to lower the build cost of drones. Yeah. US is a bit more upset about that, but I mean, then go pound sand. 60 million? It's normally 80 million, I think? I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it indeed. Let's celebrate. Let's buy one. Yeah. All kinds of strong. Damn right the troops love me. I'm a badass with a capital B. What's up, man? Come in, Tariq.
Excellent.
Actually, am I still recording? Do I know how to record videos? Hold on, guys. Let me check this. Okay, yeah, it's recording. 21 minutes in. For whatever reason, I got paranoid about that. Not even paranoid.
Nothing but irrelevant issues, Excellency. The majority seems to be pleased with your leadership.
Watch, that just like completely broke like the fucking recording.
Excellency, our capitalists depend on you to ensure our economy is competitive in the global market.
Look.
We advise adopting policies that will make it easier for our country's exporters.
We're working on it, okay? We're working on it. How am I working on it? I'm bankrolling Dosh, and I'm ending the turn, donating all these turns to charity. A species of desert rodent found only in Basenji has just been added to the United Nations Endangered Species list. Well, we're going to spare no expense to repopulate the species. Or, well, we tried. $10 million, not a big deal. Dune Mouse now endangered? Glorious Leader forces breeding at gunpoint. I mean, I make $46 million per turn. Per week. No, not week. Per month. $46 million per month. I don't know where I got week from. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, probably be fine. University students are boldly What university? Are boldly campaigning in the streets for the government to support laws that prohibit discrimination against same-sex couples. Our country's fundamentalists will be watching your response closely. COUNTRY_S. So we're just going to make a positive, non-committal statement. The airline industry has repaid some of its debts. So has the automotive industry, and the major banks, and the fisheries, and the pharmaceutical industry. Not as much money as we put in. Oh, the telecommunications industry. Completely forgot about them. That being said, it was some of it. Senji citizens are increasingly identifying as capitalists. Jobs and taxes paraded as the country's top priorities. I didn't expect the financial crisis to last for this long. Maybe it's because of the fact that I don't have as many things increasing my GDP. That could be it. Because I've clearly, like, resolved all these things, and they've even paid me back part of the way. Tariq normally comes in and says, hey, the companies will work on paying you back in part. Perhaps there's still a financial crisis due to the fact that, no, we're in a stagnant economy now. Capitalist approval is no longer dropping as severely, which is rather nice. I believe the approval card I have is with the fundamentalist. It sure is, and they don't mind me that much. It's the capitalists that are the problem. I could use some of my banked points for a dinner with the WTO director. I said WHO earlier. That's the World Health Organization, and I believe that's World Trade Organization. I don't know acronyms too terribly well. I care more about America than the UN. Predictably so, right? Anyway, I am rolling in the money now, which would be great for me to put in my Swiss bank account. I'm most certainly going to be taking advantage of that later. Let's celebrate, though, by building ourselves another drone. Yeah. Why not? I mean, I'm paying upkeep for the drone base. I might as well just get more drones, right? Right. How's it going, guys? Let's call up our friends. Just to visit. Don't really have anything to say to him. But the game does, the little instruction thing at the top left, does note that if you don't keep regular contact with these people, your relations with them will lower. Makes sense. I reckon. Just don't really have anything to say to him. Terrible floods in Chickanistan have claimed close well over 1,000 lives and have destroyed property, livelihood, and infrastructure over 100,000 square miles. I think this... whatever. The UN has asked for $1 billion US for emergency relief fund. So we could contribute generously to the relief fund, setting an example for others. I thought that would be taken out of my disaster relief fund. That is upsetting. So I can contribute generously, which will greatly increase my approval with Chickanistan, which is almost maxed, and the UN, which is maxed. And support, I don't really know that value. But I tell you what, the Rooster has been good to me, and I have assassinated him in a prior playthrough. That was my nuclear weaponry playthrough, so... Grimith's gonna be a good guy here. This is money that could go in my Swiss bank account for experience. I don't really need to increase my relations that much. That whole support thing, I really don't know what that means. I will contribute a proportional amount. We don't want to set an example. We'll become a target then. The Patriots will get a little uppity and they can go fuck themselves. Also, speech time.
The honorable Basenji people.
Yeah.
I wished the build.
Eradicating poverty and ensuring that prosperity and well-being are sustainable are two of the most pressing challenges the world faces today.
Eradicating poverty and ensuring
Again,
that
I don't know why I read
prosperity
these
and
things.
well-being are sustainable are two of the most pressing challenges the world faces today.
Basenji will undertake a major reform of its national healthcare system to ensure fuller... God damn it, I'm doing it again. How do I keep forgetting this?
Basenji will undertake a major reform of its national healthcare system to ensure fuller coverage exists for all our citizens.
Because I'm stupid. And that should get me pretty close to the middle of the bar, because of it making... there's the national unemployment insurance one. What the hell?
We will establish a national unemployment insurance, so no Basenji need ever to fear losing their job again.
What the hell, right? If the event comes up, then the event comes up. We're making plenty of excess. I can spend some money on the people. I'm a benevolent dictator.
Finally, it is with a full heart that I say to you all, I look to the future with tranquility. The People's Republic of Basenji represents superior military, economic, and above all, moral power.
I'm not entirely sure how well that connected in with the all the other lines, but, you know, it wasn't a failed speech. And that's what mattered to me. Liberals really liked it, of course, because of the happy social attitude I took. Something, national unemployment insurance. What's up?
Excellency, the global economy is starting to rebound.
Yes. Due to my careful planning, the effect on the Basenji economy has been minimalized.
You have successfully bailed out all of Basenji's troubled industries, and some may repay a portion of their debts to you in the near future.
They already have. I've never heard him say any other thing about the matter. I haven't explored that angle. Perhaps I never will. Anyway, I have contributed generously in the past, too, and I don't know what support means, though. And I highly doubt you tell me, huh? Probably not. Maybe one of you folks in the comments. I know several of you have played this game, like Mean Man Turbo. Maybe you would know. But Grimith most assuredly does not. How many banked loyalty points do we have? Oh, we have buckets. Absolute buckets. Let's go ahead and celebrate. Let's get ourselves another drone, kids. Yeah! Humanitarian aid. Fuck yeah! The people are complaining about the high salaries and generous pensions being awarded to serving ministers, while the government continues to cut public benefits. They see our government as corrupt and bloated, disconnected with the challenges of the average person. The people are stupid. Our ministers work hard and deserve their current perks. You can go fuck yourselves. That's what I thought. Capitalist approval. Continuing to slip. If only I cared. Yes. I have most assuredly given the people quite a number of benefits. Need I not remind you, of course? The full transit system, not to mention the exceptional schools, the homeless shelters, and the disability grants. But people are getting all uppity with me. That's how people sound when they get all uppity with Grimith, and quite frankly, I don't have the patience or tolerance for it. They can go pound sand too, just like America. Fundamentalist clerics are calling upon the government to ban immodest Western haircuts. If you agree, ponytails, spikes, mohawks, and brightly colored dyes would also be prohibited. What up? Oh, $17 million turn in export revenue. Done. Thanks, honey bun. I'll take that $25 billion. And we'll go ahead and spend it on something incredibly important. Another drone. Good times for everyone. Good times for you, good times for me. Now, we are making so much money that, in all honesty, I could build any manner of other buildings if I really cared to. That clandestine facility, cyber warfare command if I felt like going to war. We don't need this line because we're not going to have a medical crisis, I don't think. I'm not really suffering for fundamentalist approval, so I don't really care for getting fundamentalist schools or the Chastity Council, which I've used before. And liberal support just costs money, and I don't really need their assistance either. I don't need the cartel yet. And sweatshop. I mean, capitalist approval is suffering, but not suffering enough for me to really need to spend all this extra money per turn. GDP will eventually rebound. We've seen it in green before, and I definitely don't need that mass counterfeiting operation because I'm already rolling in money. I have stabilized my country, perfected the economy. I don't really have much of a concern at all. We really haven't organized people. No, we did. Thought I'd get like a little prompt about that. Maybe I missed it. Oh well. Illegal immigrants from Chickanistan are increasingly seen as taking jobs away from your citizens and contributing to unemployment. Well, increased penalties, those. Yeah, I don't have to take their shit. My borders are closed with the chickens. They can go get fucked. Government promises crackdown on undocumented migrants. Damn parrots. Keep violating intoxication laws. Those jerks. The Cultural Bureau is requesting that you approve the commissioning of a new museum. We can't get a Museum of Great Military Conquest because we haven't gotten a military victory. However, we can get a Museum of Natural History. And I most assuredly will. Although, Museum of Cultural Supremacy I've never built before, and that's very tasty. Now, let's increase our tourism income. That'll pay for itself in, what, 10 turns? I'm making plenty of money. I think I can spare a little bit. Oh! A new intelligence report with the lack of money I'm spending on intelligence. Anticipated life expectancy is approximately 15 years. Oh boy! Let's celebrate. Let's get another drone. There's a small... Oh, okay. I thought this was actually the medical crisis event after all. There's a small but significant number of people living in our urban areas who refuse to vaccinate their children. We had overcome fundamentalist opposition to vaccination decades ago, but are facing surprising new resistance from a poorly educated urban demographic. If this trend continues, herd immunity will be compromised and diseases we have long eradicated may return to Basenji. So children must be vaccinated by law, punish violators harshly. Parents should decide what is best for their children are poorly educated. Can we pander to them? I've almost always taken this poorly educated option. But I've never picked this before, because I've always wanted liberal support every time this popped up. Fuck them. Children must be vaccinated by law. Punish violators harshly. Don't have to take yo shit. Anti-vaxxers under the microscope. Glorious leader that puts public health as top priority. Fundamentalists growing in power once again. Liberals kicked down to the single digits. Capitalist actually up in the double digits. How about that? Thankfully, I'm immensely popular with both patriots and fundamentalists. Hell, I'm immensely popular with everyone. Look at me. I'm awesome. Let's celebrate. I'm incredible. Let's buy another drone. Bam. Look at this drone armada. Oh, Farouk. You're so fucked. You got no chance. A foreign hacker has obtained classified documents detailing the political prisoners we hold in secret isolation and is threatening to release this information to the press if we do not provide him with $50 million. Yeah, this sumbitch. He can pop up far earlier in the game. I do have the money to spare, but I also do have the, support to spare. I can get their approval bars back up, so... The hacker has informed the press about our secret political prison. We have tried our best to suppress the articles in the state-owned press, but unfortunately human rights groups and Western media are devoting a lot of attention to this. So the US and liberals got upset a bit. Bah. Fuck them. Actually get 15 loyalty points per turn now. I think that's because all of my people now are fully okay with me. All of my ministers are like, this guy is the tits. And you know what? They're right. I am the tits. That's right. What the hell do those bastards know? Nothing. Let's talk to our friends.
Thank you.
What's up? Have a good day. Shit, I think I called him again. I like you twice as much. And Zarbul, you get a call. I was gonna call everyone.
Thank you for taking.
But that didn't happen. I was gonna even call Donald. Oh well.
Thank you for taking.
Thanks. Fundamentalist clerics are calling upon the government to prohibit luxury goods and denounce conspicuous consumption. No. Don't think so. The G citizens are growing more patriotic, and my goods have expired in their values all over again. Electronics are still doing pretty well. Spices are actually on a rebound. But I still think that's a lower value than when I sold them last time. Guess I really don't need the cartel. But I'm gonna make use out of that damn thing. Let's do it. So electronics went up to the max, which is 30, and spices went up a whopping 10. Electronics were pretty strong there, so the benefits of that were partly wasted. Oh well. Chicken Man, how's it going?
Are you?
Let's go ahead and collect some value from you, and let's sell you the electronics again. Not giving me the best deals, but I'm not too upset. I'll get over it. Hey, Donald, I haven't spoken to you for a bit. How's it going, Donald?
Good day, Ambassador. Would you be free to meet sometime in the next few weeks?
It is always a pleasure, Your Excellency.
Sweet.
I would be happy to meet with you when an opportunity opens in our busy schedules.
Well, I think that can, yeah, we'll go ahead and, I suppose we can meet him and have that be the end of the vid. This video has gone on for some time, particularly as I have not done any editing work. Previously, the videos have gone for like 40 to 50 minutes. I've done some shopping. Alright, one more turn. In a recent speech, you declared the establishment of a national unemployment insurance so that no Basenji need ever fear losing their job. Our policy analysts have assessed that this will be a severe drain on our national treasury, amounting to $150 million and requiring $5 billion a turn to maintain. I mean... fine. God. Oh, but the money. The money. The money. How bad is the cabinet loyalty minus gonna be? I mean, 15 loyalty points lost is not that big of a deal for me. Damn right, a renege on a promise.
It is my pleasure.
I don't really have anything to say to him. I don't feel like insulting America.
That is all I have to say for the moment.
Very well.
I hope
You can go hell, though. I don't have... Yeah. We've heard that stuff plenty of times. Doesn't look like I lost anything. Unless I lost it from the banked loyalty points pool. I would have subtracted the points here, unless it just... I mean, I get 15 points per turn, so if I just lost them and then immediately regained them... Reneging on promises. Yep, I'm a jerk. I'm a terrible person. Who didn't deliver on his promises. Like, that's never happened before in a game.